say a couple words about you, Geoff, before I have you come up. Geoff finished his program last month and just took the California Acupuncture Licensure exam that we keep referring to on August 7th with several of our graduates. And hopefully he's breathing easier now that the exam's over. Now begins the wait, hopefully not too long, for your results. And I know you've all done well. Geoff received his Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology from the University of California, Santa Cruz in 2001. He credits his stepfather with his entry into the study of alternative medicines and says that he knew at 15 years old he wanted to practice traditional Chinese medicine. That's pretty early. One of his goals is to empower others in their quest for health and healing. I'm happy to present graduate Geoff Thomas to you today.
Thank you. I was really hoping to catch one of those creative coins. After the state board, I didn't have much energy left to write this speech, but I hope what I have today will be enlightening. And thank you, Elaine, for my words. Because I think I saw pictures of Confucius with the actual book strapped to his head, so I thought that was very cool. Most of you don't really know what I'm going to speak about, but I think some of you are hoping out of For those of you that don't know me, I do some goofy impersonations of our professors. Invites Alice to Barry to come up here to speak up. But I think I was channeling Baltimore, actually. I don't know if I'm getting signals here. Okay. Right, for every impersonation I do, you have to buy me a drink. We all want to get out of here, okay? So this is sort of a serious but enlightening speech. I feel like we have lived many lives since starting our program at PCOM. In the beginning, everything was new and exciting, starting an idealized career path. We came from different backgrounds, from different parts of the country, each with our own unique talents and aspirations, but with one goal, to study and journey to Chinese medicine. An ambitious goal, no less. For some of you, this is your second or third career. For others, you decided to change your path after receiving the benefits of Chinese medicine, while others knew from an early age that the healing field would be your profession. But what I have reflected upon was that despite our differences, we all have transformed our lives through this journey. I would like to tell you how I was inspired to study Chinese medicine. In 1989, my stepfather, Glenn, was diagnosed with cancer. He was an outgoing musician and actor who was the life of the party. When the news came of his diagnosis, he knew he had to start living his life differently. He traveled to Italy to study Italian and to cook and grow healthy organic food. After he married my mother in 1994, he renewed his spiritual development by joining the Episcopal Church, where he played guitar for Sunday services. Glenn battled cancer on and off for 8 years. But throughout his ordeal, he inspired me in that he always was searching for hope in alternative medicine and something greater than himself. The immediacy of death forced him to examine his life, and he was able to transform his disease into a drive for greater meaning, which became his medicine. Real medicine lies not only in treating whatever disease we face, but in removing its causes and all other types of suffering, the negative karma, delusions, and negative imprints in our mind. The last few years of Glenn's life reflected this, and he used his disease to inspire others and to find personal transformation. As Sogyal Rinpoche, author of the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, says, That which will help us at the moment of death is that which will help us most in life. Even though my stepfather wasn't cured of cancer, I believe ultimately he was healed. The good news is that we don't have to be dying to realize these truths. As practitioners in the alternative medical field, we'll have many patients like Glenn who will come looking for greater healing beyond their physical symptoms. I like to tell my stepfather's story because it illustrates Western medicine isn't the only answer. In Western medicine, cancer treatment is successful only if there's survival, and death is considered a failure. But our physical body is only one aspect of self. Where is the cultivation of an emotional and spiritual self in Western medicine? One of the Buddha's greatest teachings is the teachings of impermanence. Maintains that life is full of cycles, health and illness are temporary states. So when we are healthy, we should cherish the moment, and when we are sick, we can look forward to being well. As we come to understand and appreciate this, we can walk life's path with an open heart. In our future practice, it will serve us well to develop this outlook in our patients. In Tibetan society, a doctor is second only to a spiritual teacher, because a doctor provides the ethical and constitutional advice that lays the foundation for health. So we can go on to further develop our potential towards a more fulfilled life. Just as in Chinese medicine, a fulfilled life is when we use our ancestral gene to develop our Shen, our wisdom. As Stephen Levine has said, to heal is to touch with love that which we previously touched with fear. In this way, traditional Chinese medicine provides a framework for spiritual and bodily transformation, both for the patient and the healer. Our role is much greater than just treating the physical body. Now, we are all at the steps of the portal gate of transformation. We all have learned in books and been taught by our teachers has led us to this point. After today, we all hold that key to that gate. So as you open that gate, what are your visions and what are your intentions? What are you going to bring to this gate to elevate you in your work for your own and your personal patient's transformation? Today I am saying goodbye to my classmates. Some of us are leaving each other today, but others will always remain a part of our lives. Some of us will meet again professionally. All of us, though, will share fond memories of the times we spent together, despite the hard work, long hours at the clinic, and all the complex formulas to remember. I speak for a lot of other students when I say that without outside help, we would not have succeeded. Our families and friends probably suffered as much as we did. More importantly, they kept our hearts up and our heads down to the books through numerous study sessions and endless cups of coffee. While it is tempting to never think again of opening another Chinese medical textbook, I'm sure many of us will. We know that the realm of Chinese medicine is both traditional and dynamic, and there's still so much to learn. The time that we spent here at PCOM has transformed us. As we leave here full of enthusiasm and hope, we do well to remember the saying, he who has achieved success has lived well, laughed often, and loved much. I wish all of the class of 2007 the same success on your continuing journey.
It's a great representative of your group.
Yeah.